my voice. I have been sick the past few days with the disease we don't dare say the name. Yeah, we've been sick. I've been sleeping and just been out of the world in my bed. And now I'm slowly coming back. Yesterday was okay and today is okay, but you still hear my voice is like and I'm home today. Tomorrow I'm staying home as well. And I thought of making this video of showing you my yarn stash, the rest of my yarn stash, the animal-based fibers, because I already showed you all the plant-based fibers, also some of them mixed with animal fibers, but I don't have a lot because, as you know, as you probably know, I've been on a yarn detox, not buying yarn this whole June. I wanted to do the whole May and June, but May I failed, so it's been half May and all June, and it's been going quite well. Like this cardigan I'm working on right now is a lot of leftovers, like together. I will tell you more about it in my podcast, but it's a lot of different yarns mixed together to use up my stash, so it's made me creative. But I wanted to show you what's left of it. It's not much, but I thought these videos, I saw that they're pretty popular, and I think also it's really interesting to see what people actually have. And yeah, I'm not gonna say a lot about all the brands because then I have to write a lot of text down below, but I will try, and if you have questions just ask me. I will answer as good as I can, but I'll just show you and say a little bit about maybe if I had an idea for it and why I have it, like what is it left over from, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. I don't think there is so much to say. It's just a lot of single skeins, but they're pretty and they're nice yarns. So let's get into the video. And by the way, if you are new to this channel, first time being here, welcome. My name is Malene, and I of course post mainly about knitting and about yarn, fibers and everything that belongs to the whole process of creating my homemade garments, like handmade garments. For example, I'm wearing my own things today. Like I made this outline tee by Jessie Maed Design, and underneath I'm wearing the little secret crop, something like that, yeah, by Jessie Maed Design. And so the whole process of creating, and yeah, all that's around it. The name Nomad Knitter is from originally that I wanted to be a nomad and only being on the go travel, but I realized quickly that I want to have a home. So I have this home now that me and my partner created. We got a flat and we made it ours, and this will be our safe base for the future to come, like to see what happens, where we travel, which places we want to discover. I want to discover more about yarn, what's behind the process of creating all these beautiful yarns and coloring it, dyeing it, and all these, the humans, the animals, the plants behind it. Yeah, and on this channel also my journey back to nature. Like I never really left nature, but getting closer and closer to nature. I think the human really forgot about that, and I don't want to be a preacher and be like, I know how it's going, but this is my channel and that is what I'm sharing a little bit about, like, and how I try to live consciously and to be more aware and be more connected to nature and to humans, to each other. And knitting is connecting me to a lot of beautiful people, like you guys out there. So long story short, I actually filmed this shortly before, but my camera wrecked the footage. Second time is a charm. I am starting with, like, first to show you the plant-based fibers and silk fibers and mixed with animal fibers is here, this basket, and that's the video that I already filmed, like detailed like what is in here, and you can check it out. I'm gonna put it up in the, like, the thing that comes out, like, check it out, so I don't have to say anything about it now. But this is the basket of all the summer yarns. And now what I wanted to show you is all my, like I had this bag of all silky mohair and Suri alpacas. So I have, let me show you, it's a lot. Like, it's all this over here. Can't really see it, can you? And then I have the ones here. So let me start from one end, this one. I have these silk mohairs, these two different colors, that is just from drops. Silk mohair, kid silk, in this yellow and this grey. I had no intention with it. I have used this already for a vest, and this is just left of it. But I had no intention for this one. I just ordered it when I ordered this and some else. It's a long time ago now, so I don't remember if there really was an intention. But I like this color and I can probably make something with it. Not more to say about that. It's just silk mohair. And the rest is actually, oh, this one is also kind of silk mohair with polyester. I have 8, I have these, no, 4 whole, and then 3 that I started on because I held 3 together when I needed a cardigan with this. I bought it off eBay and I have these left and I have no clue what to do with it because it's not really my color. But yeah, it's just one of these yarns that is going to stay in my stash for a long time, I think. But I really hope I have an idea for it at some point. Next, Suri alpaca. I have this one skein that is just from Lana Grossa. I don't know if it's worth it showing you one skein. Seta Suri, big is the name of this Lana Grossa alpaca and silk and virgin wool mixture. It's a leftover from a cardigan project. And this is also here some from drops. I have 3 whole and then 1 that I started on already. I don't remember what I did with it. I think it's some kind of scrap project I used it for. But I have these 3. And I have some other red yarn that I will show later that I think they could do something with. And there's also alpaca. This alpaca, brushed alpaca silk. Now on to all the Suri alpaca yarns that I bought on sale. I showed you this color before because I used it for the big rib sweater by Jessie Maed Design. That's just, I bought a lot of them and I didn't use many for this sweater. So I could knit another big rib sweater easily, for example in this color, because I have 6 of the yellow ones, 2 light blue, little bit less than 2 of the dark blue, 1 green. I have more of the green, it's in another project that I will show you later, and I think this green might also go in the project or in some kind of project that is colorful. I think that could be fun. I have seen these nice brushed, like with this same yarn, these sweaters that are very colorful in Norway by a designer called Knipsarina, or she might also be from Sweden, I don't know. And from the ones that I used already with the color, it's called, I thought I saw something about the colors. Yeah, dusty green. I think it's some kind of dusty grey or green. Oh, they even have names. Sorry, I didn't tell you. But there are 4, 5. Oh, I found another yellow one. 7 yellow. 6 whole and a little less. Together they are 1, I think. 7 of these. So I could do a lot with this too. I think it would be cool to do some kind of big color project with all these together. I hope this was detailed enough, but I think if I would talk ages, you'll be really bored with this video. And I don't want you to be bored. And in this bag I also had this one skein. It's a huge skein. Also by Lang yarn, called Bold. And it's a friend. She gave it to me so I can knit her a hat because she doesn't knit and her boyfriend gave this yarn to her. And I'm going to do that next winter. This winter. And then I have this bag. Another bag. I don't know what it is. I think I collected red yarns for soon to be projects. Because this one I showed you already. It's a wool mix, so I showed it in my summer yarn video. I'm planning on knitting something with this soon. That's why it was in here. And the rest is some kind of red yarns that I gathered. That I thought I could do with something with that. And then together with that brushed alpaca. But it's been paused now too. Because it's yarn, warm yarn, and I don't feel like doing anything with winter yarn right now. Even though it's all year yarn, but I just didn't feel like it. So this is a Isager Sockyarn. So it also belongs to my Sockyarn bag. That will be the next one. Yeah, this is this red one. Isager Sockyarn. And Sandnes Garn. I have this Sunday. I was planning on doing a little scarf, but I already have a red scarf. I have 2 red scarves, and I thought maybe that's enough. And then I have this. I have a label still. Rohspatz and Wollmeise. It's a German thing. 100% wool. Superwash. It's already caked up since 2 years. No, 1 year. 2 years. This summer, it's 2 years ago that I winded this up. And I've heard it's not so good to wind them up before. Or cake them up, so. I have been using it a little bit for a project. It's a little baby sweater that's a scrappy project. Other than that, it's just been sitting around. So these red yarns are not going back to the bag of soon to be started yarns. They're going to the next bag. And then I have these 2. I think I showed them in the last video, but that's a mistake. Because they're not summer yarns. But they are for summer garments, like they are for, or just for a bra. I bought them for the everyday bra by Naked Knit. It's the Knitting for Olive Cashmere, compatible cashmere. Very fancy yarn. You could text standard and everything. 2 of these tiny mini skeins. They are in my soon to be knitted bag because I want to knit that basic, the everyday bra. By Naked Knit. I'm just very intimidated by their long patterns. So, and this is going to be a vest by Jaquline Cieslak. I have talked about it so many times, I'm not going to. Let's take Sockyarn. Here's some Filcolana Arwetta gray yarn. Not so interesting. Self-striping yarn with a little stock that I'm intending to open because it was too big. Not so exciting. Self-striping yarn that my mom gave me from her stash. Self-striping yarn from my mom's stash. And then these 2 wool and polyamide mix sock yarn from Hjertegarn, was also on sale. Line yarn, Jawoll, Superwash, brown. Stash. Ooh! Like the rest is just this kind of different scraps. Some of them are even not sock yarn, but I wanted to do some colorful socks with like different color change. But I'm just gonna pack it, it's too much. So you've seen that I have that. Exposing my yarn stash mess. And then this one goes into here as well. And then we have socks under control, sock yarn bag that I have. It's all the just normal wool mix. Wool. I think they all just wool. 100% wool probably. Yeah, this is merino. I have 6 of those. They are for a sweater for a friend's baby. That is not a baby anymore, but a child. I have 6 of these and I don't know what to knit. I'm probably going to make an Ankersweater. They already have one, but she's growing out of it, so I think it'll be okay, and it's not the same color. I have to do it soon. Broken bag. Beautiful yarn stash that I have. And then in here I have these 3. And a little extra ball mixed with silk mohair already. From a store called Tante Grøn. They've been through a lot, as you can see. Broken and everything. Tante Grøn, and this yarn is called Valmue. It's a flower. Soft alpaca wool with 60% extra fine wool and 40% alpaca. They were for one specific balaclava mixed with this neck thing. I got to start on it, but I might still. I might also do the one by Spektakelstrik. She also has a balaclava mixed with the neck warmer, so they're knitted together. I think that's really cool. That's what this is for. And then I have these two. They're from Sandnes Garn, Garn is the name, Garn. I didn't have a purpose, I just bought it because it looks nice. It's really thick. For needle size 5. Don't know yet what it's going to be. That's one of those things. And then I have these. I'm not going to show you all of them, but I have 10. So it's a sweater amount of this Vidal alpaca, baby alpaca, and it's organic, natural dyed from Hjertegarn. Really, really nice and really, really soft. And I got it on sale, so I don't have a specific project in mind. Maybe Monday sweater with a higher neck. That's what I've been thinking about, but I might see when it's time to make sweaters. I might find another idea, so this fall I will start on it, I think. So this is the only sweater quantity of yarn I have, because I don't want to make a lot of sweaters, because I don't wear a lot of sweaters. They're always too warm. Being a knitter and not wearing a lot of sweaters is quite annoying, so that's why I love summers. I can wear summery, but I'm going to knit a lot more of these. This yarn is a cotton, bamboo and linen yarn from Hjertegarn, and I'm going to, it's a little bit like Lana from Sandnes Garn, and I'm going to make a sweater with this kind of yarn as well, and a cardigan, because it's just nice and light and not too warm, so you can wear it inside when people are heating, and it's still, you can wear it without sweating totally. And now it's on to this basket of one project. Oh, this is, yeah. So this is the cardigan that I was showing in the beginning of this video. It's called the Bombastic Bumper by Spektakelstrik. So it's this oversized jacket, and I'm using a lot of yarn from my stash. And this project is, the whole idea with this project was to use it all up. It's a very warm cardigan, so it's a little bit contrary to what I was saying before. It's a huge oversized jacket thing, so I can use it as a jacket. And I'm switching between colors. I'm holding this one, this is a Sockyarn, like the red one before, Isager Sockyarn, holding double, together with this Suri alpaca that I was talking about. That's the one that I meant. And this is from this light green, it's switched to the dark green. And the next color will actually be black. I think it looks kind of nice. So it's going to be black arms, and the body will maybe also be black, or it will, I think it will transfer back to this, or change back to the red. So I have a lot of black yarns. This is some double Sunday, Sandnes Garn, and this Petite knit kind of line. These are for the arms. And then I have also this Brusched alpaca from Sandnes Garn. A brushed alpaca is what it means. So you always hold a DK yarn and something alpaca together for this cardigan, then it fits the gauge almost, like for me it does. Or two silk. I also used the silk mohair at some point. I might use it again, I don't know. What else did I use? In here I have, oh, this is things I've been showing you already. These different, like here's some kid silk mohair that I've been using together with this little scrappy they've been holding together. Oh, I have to change the battery. So I charged the camera, got some food, worked on the cardigan. Woo. I worked in the black. I think it's kind of cool. And I separated arms and body. Armhole here. Oh, it's falling apart. It's really hard to show it. It's going to look... Let me show you the front. I think it's hard to imagine with the light color because I don't really like these light colors. But it's like a big oversized, like a little cropped and then very puffy kind of cardigan. So yeah, my camera is charged and I got a lot of work done on this one. Turns out I also have in this basket I had these gray colors. This is also a drops Puna, one of my favorite of drops. It's also leftover from a cardigan. And then I have this from Ladybug, a Danish yarn, hand dyer. This is undyed, yak, mohair and merino. No, yak silk and merino. So I had them in the basket as well. Sorry, I'm sounding really nasal right now, like my nose. And then the last things, yeah, and I don't know if I'm using these in the cardigan. I just had them in this basket as a, I might use these. So it's also, these I could still use for something else, maybe. And I have these ones. I have a little tiny leftover of silk mohair also for the cardigan, maybe. I didn't use it yet. Oh yeah, and I had some brown. I have this brown too that I used here. I might use that too. It could be nice for the fading out of the black maybe. So that's why I have these two, like breasts. And then I have this one really nice baby alpaca together with already a strand of silk mohair. It is a really nice deluxe baby alpaca that I have knitted up as a scarf but ended up not liking. So that's why it's caked up. But that's what I've been using here together with this one because I had to hold them together so it was thick enough. That's what is here. And I'm definitely going to use that again. Maybe for the end of the arms, they're going to be black and then brown on the body. Nobody knows how much. I think this is probably not going to be enough for the arms, but I'm hoping that this will be enough for both arms. But if it's not enough, then there will be a different color here at the cuff. I have this huge basket. And so this basket is all my scrappy yarn. I have a lot of different ones from a vest, leftovers, from a top, and from, I don't know what this is. Yeah, from a sweater, from a hat, and from a hat. So yeah, this is a lot of different ones that I'm always using in any kind of scrappy project. Yeah, nothing exciting to show here, but it's a really nice basket. I think it's an African handmade basket that my mom had and she gave to me. And I have all my little scrappies and single yarn skeins that has nowhere to belong. But I would really love to empty all this and keep some knitting projects in here instead, some whips. So let's see if we can finish up at some point in a lot of small tiny projects. Then I have this yarn too. So this is just some silk mohair for a sweater that I'm working on for someone else, for a friend. That is everything that's in my yarn stash. So yeah, now I'm just going to knit this, continue watching continue watching Friends and drink my tea, and then I will go out for a walk. And soon Teve is coming home. He's been to another city to deal with his passport, German passport. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video today, even though I have a weird voice and yeah, I had some breaks in between because of charging the camera. Quite annoying. So I guess this will be the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, And in case you're working on some kind of scrappy patterns, like some patterns that you know makes a perfect pattern for scraps, let me know. And thank you for watching along today. What is happening here? Wait a second. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and see you soon again. And this is how it's now looking with the black, and I'm now until the body is going to be this brown. Let's see how it goes.
Outside.